let's see if we're live here. Let's see here. View channel. Okay, we are live. Let's turn this on. There we go. All right. Let me make sure we got volume here. Check one, check one. Okay. What's happening, everybody? How you doing? All right, in this, I figured I'd do this live stream right here, and I'm going to swap out this Floyd Rose 1000 for a Gotoh right here. Let's see if we can see this. Hopefully it'll come through all right on the camera, and there's a delay. This is a fantastic unit, but I want to swap it out and put this Gotoh on. I have the bolts already here, Munster bolts, and I've had people ask about upgrading Floyds and all that. So, well, we'll try to do one live. Don't know how this is going to, how good it's going to go, but here's the Munster bolts right here. I get them from Amazon's where I get them from, and let's see, we got the Gotoh trim right here. This is the 1996T with the 36mm block, so that's good. I made sure to check the block size, because before, well, in the past I've gotten the 40mm, and that was not good. And I said, oh lordy, we don't want that. So let's see what we have here. What do we got? Skunk, hey man, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing good. These little pieces of cardboard are always good to keep. You never know. So what I'm going to do here, get this thing out of the packaging. Oh yeah, it's intonated a little bit. We might need to make a few adjustments on these saddles here, just a couple. Shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't have to move too much on it. And you can see what comes in the box. It's got the springs, the post, and the bar right here. And I don't use these posts, I don't use these springs. Alright, I use the other Floyd Rose 1000 posts, which I need to grab those. That's the one thing I haven't grabbed. I do need the let's see here. I do need a small Allen wrench so I can adjust these saddles just a little bit. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy. There we go. I'm trying to even them up. I'll show you here in a minute. And this one looks pretty good. It just needs to be moved just a touch. Move it up just a touch here. And we'll tighten that back down. That one's good. Let me make sure it's snug. And these two on the E and the B string need to be even with the bass plate. That one's even right there. Let me move this one just a little bit. That should be good. It gets you in the ballpark, you know, as far as the intonation goes. Let's see here. Yeah, man, that's good. So that's what we did there. I got those saddles kind of leveled out a little bit better. You got two back, one down, one back, and two down. So that's a beautiful, beautiful trim system. This is the Gotoh 1996T, the gold. I got it off of eBay, and these gold ones can they kind of fluctuate with the price, man. You can get them for $146. I have paid upwards to over $200 for them a couple of years ago, but they're kind of leveling out a little bit now. So it's not too awful bad. And I'm just unscrewing these fine tuners a little bit. Let's see here. We want to put this. I need to go get my studs. I didn't grab those. Let me grab those right quick, and we'll bring them over here. This stuff out of the way. I have limited room to move in here. Let's see if I can grab these posts. Oh yeah, here we go. There's always something. I always forget something. Let's see here. So now here's the post right here. We want to take these out. I got these from eBay. These are stainless steel, gold plated. Just has that good look to it, you know. These are really nice. See right there. Now I want to take these out of the chambers, or whatever you call them. These little post chambers. I want to take those out. I want to take all this out. And this is live in the moment, y'all. So what I did do is I went ahead and took the strings off the guitar just to try to save a little bit of time. And strings are annoying. You can see I got the cardboard underneath the unit just to, when I was getting the strings off. I'm going to have to flip this over, take the back plate off, and take the springs off, and we'll get going there. Let's see. All right, we got that. So I'm going to take this off. So we don't need that. We don't need that on right now. I'm going to take this bar off. And put that right there. So I'm going to flip this over. Oh, I've already got the back plate off. That's great. Thank God. So normally there'll be a back plate on here and I have to take the screws off, but that's cool. We don't have to worry about that. So let's see here. So you want to take your needle nose. We're going to pop these out here just like so. Yeah. Oh, those are coming out nice and easy. These are good springs too. They're not high tension springs. So we're going to put that. Now when I pick this up, it should just come right out. It should just fall right out. There we go. And this is a great unit, like I said. It's a Floyd Rose 1000. No complaints with that whatsoever. Not at all. Should have took the strap off, but whatever. So, and now, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this. This is a 32 millimeter block. That's kind of odd, isn't it? So now we're going to remove these posts. Skunk says, I fixed my Floyd Rose 1000 that would not stay in tune with the Floyd Rose original. Spring sounds odd, but it worked. Yeah, you might. Sometimes upgrading the springs can do really well. I'll show you what I use right here. I order these from Amazon. I've talked about these before. These are the Fender light tension springs. They come 6 to a pack. And if you want a Floyd to work really smoothly, these are the way to go. They're about maybe, I don't know, $11, and you get 6. So I put 3 in one guitar and 3 in another. I always like to keep them handy, because you just never know. You just never know, man. I might have to treat this neck too. V Whaler, I owe you many thanks for videos like this. My Firefly Tiger Stripe plays perfectly now, thanks to you sharing the knowledge on this, and I never would have known to to get the upgraded post. So thank you, man. Thank you very much. I'm using my phone to stream, so I can't do no applause sound effects. But thank you V Whaler. That's really really nice, man. So we're going to use the strings today. We're using the Ernie ball right there, and I love these and Diodario strings. Those are my favorite. So now we're going to take these posts out, and this is the tool that I got from Effutone. You don't have to use nothing like this, but to me it's just very convenient. So we're going to unscrew these posts, and ooh, these are kind of stiff. I can tell that. That's okay. That's just because it's new, and it's, you know, I did put these posts in. These are upgraded posts too, so I'm not getting rid of these at all. EE Arts, hey, how are you, man? Hope you're doing well, sir. Thank you for tuning in. I figured I would just do this live because I have so many people ask about upgrading Floyds or upgrading a locking trim system. So I said, you know what? I'll just go live, and if people have any questions in the moment, we'll just try to answer them then and do what we can. Wade Lansby Jr., thanks for the spring info. I was wondering what type of springs you were using. Yeah, absolutely, my friend. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm happy to share the information. That's one thing you'll see on this channel. I don't hold back any secrets of gear or what I do. I don't do that at all because we're all in the same boat. We all just want to play, and, you know, if we can get our guitars to play a little bit better with a little bit of adjustment, then it makes all the difference in the world, man. So when I finally learned how to do all this stuff, I love to share it. I mean, why not, you know? If it helps somebody, that's what it's all about. And I think I'm trying to come down with a cold. Man, that's the only thing with these posts. Are so freaking time consuming. There we go. So these posts are upgraded Floyd Rose 1000 posts. So I'm keeping that. Keeping the Floyd Rose 1000. I will put it in, what I usually do is I put it in the box the old one came in, and I'll take my Sharpie and I'll write on here what, you know, just so, because I'll forget, like, is that a good Floyd or is that a bad one? You know, I can't ever remember, so. And I just put it in here and put the post. So that is a terrific unit right here. I mean, the upgraded post is what makes it a home run. And I'll just get my Sharpie and I'll put Floyd Rose 1000 set right here. That's what I'll do. Matter of fact, let me see if I can grab my pen. I'll do that now because if I don't, I'll probably forget. So let's see here. That's the kind of pens I remember in junior high school and teachers would use or whatever. So anyway, I just put Floyd Rose 1000. Man, you could sell these things, but I like to keep them because when I got the Charvel, not the the Charvel, it really came in handy with a backup Floyd Rose 1000. So there you go, Floyd Rose 1000 unit. I can put that in the warehouse. So let's see, let me look at the comments real quick. Wade Lansby Jr., he says, I got a Gibson LP axe with a Cloyd Rose trim. I was going to replace the springs first before replacing the trim. Well, my guess, Wade, if you got a Gibson, it would be best to do the Floyd as well. I would put money that Floyd that's on there is, it might say Floyd Rose, but if it's really shiny, got that bright look to it, it's not worth the trouble, man. That's just me. You know. All right, we're going to take these upgraded. These are stainless steel, gold plated You can get them off eBay for, I don't know, they're about, I don't know, $10 or something, $12, and I've used them for quite, I don't know, a couple of months now. I've ordered them from the same seller, and I've had good luck with them. I mean, stainless steel, man, come on. I mean, you're not going to get no better than that. It's not going to eat through that. So I'm going to tighten these down, lower these, I guess, and we'll do the adjustments as we go along, because I'm just ballparking it right now. And I'm going to replace these knobs too. These are those speed knobs, and I'm just not crazy about these speed knobs, man. So I got some lampshade knobs here, some replacements. We're going to put those on too. Let's see. Is that Darth Vader? Hey, hi, hello. What's going on, Darth? Joe, I put a Gotoh on my Ibanez Jim Jr. and have one waiting to go into a custom built body, but the guitar place, Pango Music, doesn't drill the holes for the poke. Oh man, yeah. I've done that, not with that company, but I've done that in the past. And yeah, I almost ordered a body that didn't have the holes pre-drilled, and I just happened to see it at the last minute. It said, if you want these holes pre-drilled, you know, you had to pay like an extra, I don't know, whatever it was, 25 bucks or whatever. I did it, and I was like, man, I don't know. And I said, I did that a couple times. That was years ago. But let's see here. RG, hey Joe, looks like you're left-handed, but you play right-handed. Yeah, I am left-handed when I write, but when I throw ball or anything sports related, yeah, I use my right hand. I play right-handed. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to, so you can already tell that's already popping already. And what I mean by popping means it's you know, look at that. Oh man, that just looks good, don't it? So that looks really good. So let's see here. We might be in trouble. Might not be. Let's see. It might not fit. It might not. I don't know. Let me see. Looks like it's wanting to. I might have to. I don't know. We'll see. If it's sitting like that, it might just be like a stop tail. You know what I mean? A fixed bridge, which that's no big deal to me. But anyway, let me see. Let's see what we got. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. We'll see what we're gonna do here. Flip this over. Put this down. And we got to. I mean, if this don't work, I can always take it back off. And I like to do my springs in a triangle formation, if I can. Where's my? There we go. This is always a tricky part here for me. There's that one. Let's see. We gotta push that down. There we go. All right, I'm gonna do this one here. Make sure you put them in the small holes. And we got one more right there. And that should be that. That's how I like my springs. Let's see. Darth Vader, I hear you, man. Joe says, I paid extra, they just rushed it out. Also paid extra for paint and black binding. They sent a bare wood body with what? Oh my gosh, man. I hope you can get that straightened out, my friend. That's yeah, it's kind of, that's scary. That is scary. Let's see, where's my bar? Here it is. So we'll put this in here. I'm going to have to move that back a little. That is very, very tight. Let's see. It comes with Allen wrenches in here, so I got to use the real small one to adjust the free fall of this arm here. There it is. And let's see. So we got to unscrew this right here. So this will go in. There we go. There it goes. Whew, getting me nervous there. Put this cardboard here just for a second to keep it stable. And when we get some strings on it, it'll level out a little bit better. And I'll be able to kind of eyeball it a little bit better. Let's see. Joe R860 says, I don't trust myself to drill with the post holes. Oh man. Oh, you're in Sumter? I know exactly where that is, man. I know where Sumter is. I've drove through there plenty of times for my job. Yeah, man. Well, I hope you get it straightened out, man. I do. I hope you get it straightened out. I'm going to treat this neck a little bit, this fretboard. Grab this cat scratched me earlier. Cat scratch fever. Crazy cat. Alright, let's see here. And this is Dunlop 02 Deep Conditioner. That's what that is. And what I like to do is just try to get a lot on the fretboard in one spot, push down on it, it'll make like that right there. And I just take my rag and I go like this. It's just faster that way. You can get in all the little tiny crevices. Yeah. Give it a little bit more right here. There we go. That's nice. That looks good. That'll dry up pretty quick, especially in this room. It'll dry up pretty fast. Alright. Put this back here. Let's see. We got to start putting strings on. Let's see what we got. We're going to start with the low E. And what I like to do is run the strings backwards. And where the ball of the string is up top, that way you don't have to worry about anything slipping up here or anything like that. See, you just go and it stops right here, and I'm going to clip right past the fine tuner right there. Alright, get my, where's my tool? Here it is. I'll have to get this in. Screw this in. Make sure you get that in the, there you go. Let me put this up a little bit so I can get a better handle on it. Oops. Yeah, it's just going to do that because I ain't got no tension on with the strings yet. Let's see how this is going to do. Hopefully. Got a multi. I think you gotta have more than two hands sometimes. A little tension on here. There we go. Alright. You know what? That is not in the saddle very well. It is not seated very well. Ah, rats. That's alright. Just got to move it over a little bit. There we go, right there. You know what? I'm glad it did that so I can get this on. All right. There we go. Let's see what we can do now. Now let's tighten it back up. Part of the gig, man. You gotta get that tension on there. Sometimes I'll hit a low E on this other guitar, trying to get it in the ballpark of where it's supposed to be on the tuning. Okay, let's see. A string. Feed that through. Go here. There we go. Cut this here. See if we can get this in there. All right, that looks good. Let's get her drilled up there. What do I do with the? There it is. These things come in handy right here. All right, let's see. You don't do both E strings first to balance the tension? No, I never have. No, I just put them on one by one. Yeah. But you know what? I'll do that now. Because honestly, Joe, I've never thought about it. But I've never done that in the past. I've never done that, but makes sense though. So let's see, we'll put the low E, the high E on here. Let's see. If I can see, man. I need an eye exam. There we go. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna cut this here. Let's see. I'll put this in there. Here we go. That looks like it's seated pretty good. Let's see if we can get this going. now let's move on to this one here. This is a D string. And we'll go here. Feed that through. There we go. Let's see here. Live in the time, live in the moment, right? Man, I need an extension with a on here to like a drill to put these on. Okay. Make sure we got that right. Alright, here we go. Get a couple of, I like to get about 3 good wraps if I can. Let's see here. Let's kind of get it. All right, that's close. All right. Now we got the G string. G string to go here. Lordy mercy. Here we go. The thinner the string, the harder it is for me to see to get it in that tuning peg there. Getting old, man. Getting old. Alright, let's see. Cut this right in here. Let's see. I'm gonna pop that right in. Oh yeah. See if we can get this. Alright, now we got now the B. We're almost there. Besides the big mess I'm making on the floor. I'll clean that up later. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Oh, we go with that. That's why I like to have these needle nose pliers, man, because I can grab the string. There we go. Fish it through. Hey Fletcher. Flex says, I hope y'all's Christmas was great. Is that a Mark Hillcomb signature model? No, sir. It's just a custom PRS SE, sir. Yeah, we're trying to put this Gotoh on here. I think that it might be a touch too big, but if it sits like it is now, it can be used just as a kind of like when you block a trim system or something, and that's fine. I can always swap it back some other time, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's all good. When I play the EVH guitars, those are blocked. You know what I mean? No floating, I should say. Non-floating. Let's see if we're getting in the ballpark here. All right. So I don't know as of right now what we look like with the action and stuff. Usually I like to ballpark it. Wow. The right side needs to come up a little bit. Just a touch. And again, I'm just ballparking things right now. Just a touch here. And we got to try making sure that we don't have any, after we get it tuned, make sure we don't have any dead spots, right? Of course, we got to tune it a lot more. I'm just getting a ballpark figure right now. General idea, I guess. Put this tuner on for now, kind of get us in that realm. And we'll see kind of where we sit. I always like to hit the harmonic on the 12th fret. It gives you a more true of a reading, I guess. Because it's going to sustain longer. God, I can never get that right. Let's see. Again, they're going to have to stretch. All that good stuff. Ooh, that's almost on the money. Look at that. Got lucky on that one. Alright, I'm going to go through this a few times because it's just got to level out. And not to mention when you play. And it's going to turn off. This thing only stays on for so long. Okay, good. Yeah. Not bad. Okay, now we're kind of in the ballpark. The thing is now, when I take this cardboard off, is it going to sink back? Is it going to stay level? It feels kind of tight. Let's see what happens. So, I gotta look at this chat real quick. Let's see. Fletcher, yeah, thank you, Fletcher. And Cater, hey man, nice, that gold trim looks classy. Thank you, sir. We're trying it, man. We're trying it. I don't know. Black and gold or black and red are great combos. Thank you, Cater. Joe R860 says green and gold look good too. Check my vids for my guitar fetish build. Nice, man. Bright green. Those are cool. Those are cool, absolutely. Let me see. That's about right on the free fall there. Let me just kind of see where we set for. I haven't put the locking nuts on yet. So, this feels weird right here, but That's out. Yeah, that's all right, man. Let's see. Let's get it tuned up. It seems to be different when you have it laying flat. And oh, that's because, see, when I took the cardboard out, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to have, this is where a lot of what used to fool me all the time. See how it's still reading really sharp? Well, you can't see it, but so that means the springs in the back need to be loosened. The bear claw, possibly, because I've set this guitar up once already. Maybe we'll be all right. Let's see. Oh, we might be all right. I was about to say, I've adjusted this in the back when I first got it. So, we'll see here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get these locking screws from Munster bolts right here. Kind of add a little touch. And we're going to put these on. Turn this tuner off. And it just kind of gives it that little bit of extra something, you know. Just do them finger tight for now. Put that on. It just looks, I think it pops really good. Put that on. Nice. One more. Let's see here. Put this on. Be stubborn. There we go. And I'll tighten them up here. So hopefully we'll be in the ballpark where we need to be. And again, these strings are going to have to stretch, so your expectations don't need to be really high right now. Get them stretched and settled, and after about a good hour or so of playtime, they'll settle. And now I'm going to tune it up again since we got that tied down, or tightened down, tied down. The action looks really good. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to use the fine tuners, and let's see, that's close, alright, D needs to be up a little bit, nice. That's what I like about these fine tuners on the Gotoh, man, they're smooth. Look at that, that's a good sign. And we'll do the E, oh man. That's good. Let's see what we got. Let's see what it sounds like. Nice. Very nice. Oh yeah. And I always like doing this, I don't know, let me put my strap on. It's killing my back. I always like checking, doing some open E chords here. And the reason I'm doing that, a little Doobie Brothers thing, it's a bar chord, and I'm singing how much tension, which is not a lot. So far, man, I like it. Yeah. Let's see here. All right. That's good. Woo. That's really good. I just like the way that looks. It just looks really sharp. All right, let's check the chat really quick. Thank you, Art. I appreciate that, man. Very nice. So these knobs, I'm just not a fan of these speed knobs, so we got some lampshade knobs here. That I actually ordered these, I want to say I got it from Amazon. And I think they look pretty cool. And these are not official PRS knobs, they're knockoffs, to be honest with you, but the reviews were great, and I've used some of these already. And they do great. They're fine. So we're going to try to take these off here. Pop these, should come right off. And I got it turned all the way back, so let me look at the number on here. Right there should be perfect. Look at that. Oh yeah. It just looks better to me. Let's pop this one off. Got the push pull, so we gotta remember that. Stiff. Put this down. Make sure it's wide open. There we go. There. Perfect. Nice and smooth. Oh yeah. That's awesome. There you go. That's wow. That's great, man. That just looks cool to me right there. That just looks cool. Got the gold Gotoh 1996T. You got your gold locking tuners. You got your gold stainless steel posts and upgraded lampshade knobs. And it's great. It was a little bit aggravating getting this leveled out, but that just comes with the territory. Some of them going really smooth. Some want to be a little difficult, but that's all right. We got it on there. Let me check this chat. Who actually looks at the numbers? Oh, on the volume, I do, because I use them when I'm playing. Because sometimes I got to turn down to 5 if I'm playing a clean tone. So yeah, I look at the numbers. Yeah, I do. Let's see. I mean, I have knobs that don't have numbers, but I'll mark them with a Sharpie where the halfway mark is, because that's just what I do. I want to be able to know where I'm at on my volume, because that's just me. Everybody's different. Ecator says, I had some cool aftermarket lampshade knobs like that, which were solid wood with one of the bird inlays on top. They didn't fit the pots though. Oh man. They fit my friend's guitar, so I gave them to him. Well, that's nice. That was nice, Ecator. Skunk says, looks sweet, nice job. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I like to get a custom inlay truss rod cover to personalize mine. Yeah, I've seen those on online where you can do that. Personalized truss rod covers, yeah. I don't know the company name, but I have seen that, absolutely, yeah. So there we go. That's pretty much that. So now you can see it. If people watch on the replay, you can see how I did it live in the moment. Again, these strings do have to stretch. It's going to take some time, but that's okay. It's I think that looks really nice. It just makes a nice difference, you know. Just kind of, to me, it does. And that's why I like to leave my back plates off in case I have to do any adjustments. I still got the back plate, but yeah. Yeah. Nice, man. The action feels really good. It doesn't feel too low. notes don't die out, choke out. Yep. That's good. Works for me. All right. That's fantastic, man. Wasn't as bad. Wasn't that bad. So now we got some upgrades on there that I'm happy with. And again, this is just something that I like to do. Not everybody, does this type of thing. But I've been looking at this guitar for a while, and I said, I think it would look really good with some gold hardware on it and just kind of make it pop a little bit. And it's fun. I enjoy doing things like this. I'm not a luthier. I'm not a professional at nothing. This is just how I do my stuff. So the way I do it is not any way, shape, or form that you should do it. This is just how I do my stuff. So just take that as you will. Let's see. Joe says that I adjust my volume by ear. Oh, that's right. You have vision problems. I'm sorry. That's right. Yeah. My eyes suck, and my ears are better, except for the tendinitis. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry about that, man. V Whaler, I got stainless steel locking bolts for the nut for muster bolts per your recommendation. Thank you, man. Yeah, you'll be happy with that. Absolutely. Ecator says, I've always liked the natural wood binding on those. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it is nice. It is really nice. Ecator was kind enough to, we worked out a deal for this guitar, and we traded, and there was a PRS. I had a McCarty that he really liked, and I just didn't play it that much. I liked the guitar was great, but I love to have something with some type of trim on it. Whether it be just the standard PRS trim or a Floyd, that's just what I like. I'm not a big fan of guitars with a hardtail on them. I don't know. That's just my style. Everybody's different. Everybody's different, man. I played that McCarty just yesterday. It is a nice guitar. Yeah, I got that from a fella off of eBay. eBay. Here I go again. Reverb, and it was in excellent shape. And I mean, he must have never played it. I don't know. He must have never really played it much. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I just I changed the strings on it when I got it and played it a couple times and put it back in the case. That was it, or the gig bag rather. That was it. So there you go, folks. There's the upgrades with the Gotoh 1996T. Like I said, stainless steel post, lampshade knobs, and the gold locking screws, stainless steel from Munster Bolts. Like I said, if you are interested in that, man, go to Amazon and get them through them. Munster Bolts has a store on Amazon. That is the way to go, because it still might take the same amount of time for shipping. But I just like Amazon better, and the reason I say that is because of the returns are so much easier if you buy something through Amazon. You can just take it back to the UPS store, and you're done. You don't have to send it back to the supplier. You can just go through Amazon, and it's easy. So when I get stuff through Amazon with all these parts and stuff, that's the thing I keep in mind for returns. It's just so much simpler. Skunk says, I have a few hardtails for a quick drop D. I don't have a drop pedal. Yes, the drop pedal is an amazing pedal. I think if you were ever to look into that, Skunk, I think you'd be very happy with that. Now, when you're playing drop D, you're just, I'm assuming, just lowering the low E down to D, correct? And everything else is standard. But the drop pedal would put everything down, either a half step, whole step, or whatever. So everything would be tuned down, not just the low string. Just something to keep in mind, man. But yeah, with what you're doing, that's great. Which is, you know, doing the hardtail. Joe says I have Dylan guitars, white LP copy that I've played maybe a dozen times for like 10 minutes at a time. It stays in the case, hoping for a profit when I sell it. They don't make them anymore. That's interesting, man. That's interesting. Yeah, that is all right. All right, guys. I guess that's going to do it for me. I don't really have anything else. I just want to do this live and maybe maybe it'll help somebody. Like I said, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna have to walk back over here so I can cut the stream off. It's on my phone. And thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. And if you not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And for the channel members, I'm going to do a video here in just a minute for y'all and talk about this here. If you're not a member of the channel, if you want to do that, that's, you know, it's there if you want it. There is specific content for members only, and I think they enjoy that. The same people seem to enjoy that. Yeah, just give a subscribe and ring that bell notification if you don't mind. And we'll see you on the next one. Let me walk over here if I don't fall and bust my tail and end this stream. Oh man, the sun's coming out. I can't believe it. It was really cloudy, but now it's coming out. So, all right, let me see here. We will. I'm gonna have to do it like this because I can't reach anything. There we go. All right, let's close this out. All right, thank you so much, y'all. We will talk to you later. Have a great rest of your day. All right.